In today's video, I'm going to show you guys my favorite mission to use to complete a list of PvE campaign challenges that are in the weekly reset. Now, not all of these challenges show up at the same time, but when they do, this one mission really comes in handy. Now, I am talking about the Halo 2 anniversary mission of Outskirts. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, after the level loads in, I recommend that you go ahead and take Johnson's sniper rifle here. It's going to come in handy for you a little bit later on down the level. Now, what we're going to do here is crouch jump up onto this light, and then we're going to crouch jump up here onto this little roof area. If you don't know what crouch jumping is, essentially all it is hitting the jump button and then the crouch button at the last second to pull your legs up to be able to get up to higher areas. And this is going to let you go ahead and skip huge sections of this level. Now we're going to go ahead and crouch jump up here to this level, and once we get down, you jump down and land on the bridge that you see in the cutscene earlier. And believe it or not, this can actually get crouch jumped up to as well. It looks extra high, but as long as you time it properly, you can jump and at the last moment tap the button. I recommend using the controller configuration, the Reclaimer. This is going to give you the option to crouch with the B button, which makes it, in my opinion, a lot easier. Now make sure to stay along the top here and run around to this side. You're going to go over to where the Hotel Zanzibar is. And while we are playing this on the normal difficulty, again, the time is what we're trying to keep down. So you're going to want to make sure that you use the sniper rifle to take out enemies that only stand in your way. You don't need to really worry about any other enemies aside from the ones that are directly standing in your way, not counting your teammates when they run into you like that. So you're going to want to go ahead and come down this hallway here and keep an eye out down at the bottom for two of these elites that come through. You can use grenades, you can use the sniper rifle. Again, you don't need to essentially fight them, you just need to be able to get by them. So after making your way through that hallway, you're going to go ahead and run through here and jump down and get on this ghost and take off. This is pretty much going to be the theme of this, is you're going to be flying by a bunch of enemies. You don't necessarily need to actually spend the time fighting them, and that's what makes this level so much quicker than a lot of the other ones. So we make our way through here, get past these as best you can. Now keep in mind, the vehicle physics in this, since it's running at 60 FPS, are different than they were on the classic Halo in the Xbox original version. I've talked to some people about it and they kind of noticed it as well, but the physics are definitely off. So make sure to try to keep your vehicle in as best condition as you can, because it's going to come in handy later on here in just a couple of minutes. Now again, you can skip through all of this and, oh look, you get an extra one left over here for you. So after hopping on this, you're going to want to go ahead and make your way through this, and this is essentially just the rest of the level, is making your way through this highway section.
Covenant tactical chatter. They're surprised, confused. I don't think they expected us to be here.
Now again, I know you're probably going to want to go ahead and actually fight these enemies, but a lot of them you can just fly by, and it's on the normal difficulty, so it's a lot easier to get past. I wouldn't recommend going off ramps or anything like that, just due to the fact that the physics are a little bit wonky with the game running in 60 FPS. Make sure to shoot these little things so that they don't knock you off of this area up here, and you're going to be able to go ahead and make your way straight through here. Now I recommend staying up here still, even though you've made it past. We're going to go ahead and sneak right through this area here, and those two ghosts go off, and you're going to want to run through here. You'll notice I'm playing this in the classic graphics, and I recommend doing that because when you're being shot by these vehicles here, you get this weird lighting effect that makes your screen super dark for a certain amount of time. Now, coming through this area here, you're going to want to stay ahead on the right. Now, this is going to help you, one, get around these things, and you can use the pillars over here on the left for some kind of cover. Not much, as you can see I'm still being shot, but it does help block some of this stuff off. And again, you'll want to be careful with these vehicles. Once you get past them, though, you're pretty much good to go. There's only a couple more of them, and yeah, they're still tagging me from as far back as they are. But as long as you're able to keep ahead of them, you really won't have to worry about them. Now again, we're going for time here, and as you can see, we're going for about 4.5 minutes, and we're just almost at the end of the level here. Coming up here, we're going to run into one or two more of those vehicles with the Covenant, and get past this here. Yep. Oh, it looks like passing up those other vehicles causes the spawn to not happen with those enemy vehicles. So there we go. We're able to make our way through here. Now up here on the left, there is one more little barricade that you have to make your way through. My vehicle's in pretty bad shape, so hopefully I don't get hit too hard. But you pretty much just hold this down and you're home free to go essentially through the rest of the level, which is just right up here. And we were able to complete this in about 5.5 minutes. Now the best campaign challenges that you can use that level to complete are Forza Firefight, Urban Warfare, and Story Sortie. Now, not all of these show up at the exact same time, and sometimes they'll show up all together at once. And it roughly takes about 5.5 minutes to complete that level if you do it like I did. And you can complete 3 separate campaign challenges in about 15 to 20 minutes. Don't forget, though, in order to be part of the conversation and have your voice heard, hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment in the section down below. If you guys found any news and or informative value to this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, as it does help out the channel and the video. Don't forget, if you're new around here, check out some of the previous videos. I upload content weekly. And don't forget to check out the links in the description. I've got my social media, and of course, support for the channel is there as well. But until next time, everyone, thank you all for joining me here today, and I'll see all of you in the next video.